All right, Cheetah Nation, I am back, this time with a golfer, and I am so excited to introduce you guys all to Evan Hall. He's a sophomore here. He's in the engineering program. He just got done the sectional golf tournament. He's going to talk a little bit about that. But welcome to the show, Evan. You doing well?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
All right,
Thank
great.
you.
Happy to have you. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff today, whether it's golf or your program or, I think you mentioned pre-show that your dad's not as good a golfer as you are anymore. So,
no.
We're going to put that on air. Sorry, Dad, to blow you up like that, but Evan's been doing pretty well. So, and you've been doing pretty well, and you've only been doing it for how many years?
So I've been playing seriously for about 2 years. Obviously, my dad plays a bit, and he's not as good as me anymore. But I remember he always would take me to the range, and I would always ask him, can we go to Big Swing up in Pittman? I know a lot of people know where that's at. And I loved hitting golf balls, but about my 8th grade year, I decided, I was like, I think it'd be good to give golf a try, see if I could make the team. And I made it last year as a freshman on varsity, and I was really happy. I didn't think I would start, and I developed a lot between now and then, and I'm finally hitting my shot and playing really well.
Is your dad tall like you?
So he claims to be 6 foot. He's actually 5'11". But my grandpa he's really tall. He's 6'3", so that's where I hope to end up.
Okay, yeah. So what are you right now? You're probably
I'm 6'1", 6'2".
6'1", okay. I mean, that helps in golf.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
it definitely helps me hit the ball far. That's what I like to tell all my friends that I play against. If I outdrive them, that's more fun than shooting low. It's just messing with them, and especially my coaches. I like outdriving. I know Mr. Woodrow. I mess with him a lot.
Good.
So that's fun.
What's the strongest part of your game right now, Ev?
The strongest part of my game, I would say, is probably my short game. And I've been in a bit of a slump right now where I cannot hit the fairway. But I hit a lot of greens still. I make a lot of good shots, and I get up and down a lot. I would say my wedges are really good. And when my putting is dialed, I sink a lot of putts and I get a lot of putts close. And I'd say that's probably the best part of my game right now.
You can read a green pretty well.
Most of the time,
Okay. How are you on the irons?
On the irons, my irons are pretty good. I've got an old pair of TaylorMade burners that I love hitting, and I can hit some pretty good irons. Especially I can hit a lot of greens when I've got an angle, and I would say that they're really strong too.
All right, where'd you get the TaylorMades?
Those are actually my grandpa's. He gave them to me. They were in my garage when I decided I wanted to play. And I used them, and I just never really grew out of them. I hit them really well, and even though they're old, I think they play really well.
Are they still a fiberglass shaft, or?
No, they are steel shafts. Yeah.
Really? Very cool, man. Not too heavy to carry around on the course?
No, not too heavy. I actually just snapped one of them. I hit the ball, club head went flying, and I was just really surprised because
Yeah, because those things are made for longevity, man. They're beasts.
Yeah, 7-iron just went flying down the fairway. Almost went in the water, but
you got to hop on eBay or Facebook Marketplace and see if you can get that one replaced, right?
Yeah.
All right, very cool, man. Good stuff. So talk to me about this season. Obviously you just touched on the stuff with sectionals. How did you do at sectionals? I know the course was really hard that day. It sounded like, the greens were really fast. They really compacted the ground to get the balls rolling faster, or they moved the tee boxes back, 10 yards in some cases. What was running through your head that day?
So we did a practice round the day before, and I was thinking that it was very windy, and it was very windy the day of too. So that came in a lot. It was a long course, a lot of walking. The greens were not close to anything that we play on. Pittman is a nice course, and I love it, but those greens are a lot slower than the ones that we played at sectionals, and the speeds were hard to get. I mean, you can ask my coach. He played there on our practice day. He 3-putted the first couple holes. He was not doing great, and we all knew the greens were going to be really hard going into it, but it was also hard to play with the wind. There's a lot of shots you're going into the wind. You got to club up 3 times and hit it 50 yards further and hope that it will knock it down. But it was a hard course. It was a long course, and
it was a hard course for everybody.
For everybody,
right? I mean, there was not one person in that tournament that shot par.
There was some really good golfers there, and I was surprised that nobody shot under. I mean, there's a lot of kids who will average under par, but
Yeah.
the best score was 2 over par, I believe, and I didn't do too bad myself. You know, obviously next year it's at the same course. I hope to do a lot better, but I was happy with our team and how we did because none of us thought we would make sectionals this year. We lost half our team. They were seniors last year, and we didn't think sectionals was going to be an opportunity for us, but we played a lot of really good golf later in the season, and we barely came in to qualify. And our coaches and all of us were really happy with how we did, and we were happy to just make sectionals. And I really think that next year is going to be our year. We have a lot of good sophomores. The twins, the Hendricks, are really good. We had a kid come up who didn't start last year, Liam. He's been playing really well, and the other junior who played in sectionals, I think he's going to be really good next year too, and I'm happy to see how they all improve.
Man. Well, congratulations to you, and kudos to your coaches for, finding some tee time for you guys to get out there and get a preview of the course. Let's talk about engineering, man. Talk to me about engineering. How did you commit to that? What did you find is interesting with that when you're first coming to GCIT? What are you working on right now that's got you engaged?
So engineering, I don't enjoy sitting around on a computer doing nothing. I enjoy making things and seeing how I can build stuff. And I especially enjoy what we're doing in engineering right now is a lot of fusion and 3D modeling. And then we take that, we use the 3D printers that we have, and we get to see how our solutions play out when we actually apply them. Nice. And I enjoy doing that a lot right now. It's a lot of work, and it's a hard program to do well in, but it's definitely worth it, and you learn a lot of good stuff. And the teachers, we have 3 different engineering teachers. They're all different, but I think they all are good at what they do and how they teach us. And I enjoy being in those classes and learning, even though it is a lot of work. And it is definitely my hardest class. But I think if somebody is thinking about joining the engineering program, it's definitely worth it if that's something that you want to do in the future.
So no regrets coming to GCIT. You're in this engineering program. Is this helping guide you towards a career, or do you think you're going to do something else later in life? I know you're only a sophomore. You got plenty of time to make decisions, but are you getting some life learning skills here?
Yeah, I mean, engineering is definitely something that I want to do now in the future. I hope to go to college for engineering and pursue that. But it's definitely helped me with that because we get to do all the college classes that we do for engineering through RCSJ. And there's a lot more classes that I'm able to take here than I would have been able to do at my home district.
And is there anything like in your engineering program that you apply to like yourself as an athlete, whether it's like, how technical you get in your swing or when you're analyzing like a green? Is there an engineering mindset that starts to settle in at all?
So I wouldn't say that there's too many like engineering principles that are actually going on.
Yeah.
I'm mainly out there trying to have fun, but I would say that they are both very tedious, and you have to take them slow and one step at a time. You have to break it down, and you can't just get frustrated easily.
Yeah.
And I know they're both easy to get frustrated in, and I think they both help with managing how to do these difficult, golf is difficult, engineering is difficult. They're both, you have to be able to have the right mindset, and I think they both kind of come together with that. You
know what else is difficult and needs a long-range kind of mindset is fishing. Yeah. And I heard that you like to fish, too.
Yeah, that is, outside of golf, that is probably that's the hobby that I do. Me and my friend go fishing a lot.
Are we just talking pond fishing? We doing fly fishing? You guys go out into a bay?
We'll go out. We do a lot of the lakes near here. We'll go fish for bass. We'll go catfishing. Okay. I enjoy whenever I'm down in Sea Isle or Ocean City, I'll take my rod down there and fish for sharks or flounders.
Nice.
I've caught a couple sharks down in Sea Isle. It's really fun. I enjoy, if I have free time, I'd rather be sitting outside, listening to music and catching fish than scrolling on my phone.
You sound like you're an outdoorsy kind of kid.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy being outside a lot more. I have the farmer stand to show. It's getting really bad.
Nah, man, you look fine. I can't really tell. And we talked a little bit about some of your golf idols. I thought you were going to rip off McIlroy right away, but you went right to Tiger Woods, right? Mm. So he was just influential for you back in the day, or are you still?
I mean, he's the golfer that, everybody knows, and I knew him for as long as I can remember, and he's the best to ever do it. I don't know if anybody will ever come close to his prime and how he was doing back in 2000, 2001. And I think it's definitely inspirational to see how well someone could perform, especially when they work hard and how much they're able to accomplish.
If you get a chance, Evan, go online and look up what Tiger Woods in his prime was doing in the gym. And few people know that he was actually benching over 300 pounds at his frame. So like he was putting in gym time like you are too. And it certainly translates into the golf. Listen, one other question I just want to get to here, because you listed something super cool, but you have a dream job after GCIT, and I want you to share that with the world.
So my big thing that I want to do with engineering is I really like aeronautics, and I want to do something with planes. I visited the Air Force Academy out in Colorado. That was a really cool experience, and if I could go there, do stuff with planes or engineering, or at the Naval Academy down in Annapolis is another really cool campus. That would probably be my dream job, to do something like that for, there's companies like Boeing, Lockheed, there's one here in New Jersey that's not too far away. Those are all companies that I'd love to work for, do something for the Air Force and do engineering for them.
I think it's a great goal and a great aspiration to have, and if that's a career path that you head down, I'm excited for you. Hey, Cheetah Nation, look, I could sit here and talk to Evan all day long, but we're going to wrap up this segment with him right now, because he's just a far too interesting of a character between his planes and his golfing and his engineering background. It's just like you're a very brilliant kid, and I'm excited to see what GCIT gets off you for the next 2 years, and then what you take from GCIT on in the rest of your life. So, thanks for coming on the show, Evan.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheetah Nation, that's going to wrap up our this week's spring highlight with our golfer and our baseball player. We look to be back for at least another session or two before we end this out and start heading towards graduation. So, I want to thank you guys all for joining us, and if you get a chance, check out some box scores and know that Evan has been doing a great job for only playing for 2 years. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you. Yeah, so like that thing with Tiger Woods is like, I got to look at like what documentary it was, but it walked through his whole